The war it was trying to portray. $3 million went to helicopter rentals, $1.5 million to explosives. Typhoons destroyed many of the sets, and the jungle took its toll on everyone. Martin Sheen, the lead role, suffered a heart attack, and Coppola himself had to be hospitalized for acute exhaustion and dehydration.
I was there in the middle of the jungle with everybody looking to me. We were having problems not only with the tremendous storms and difficulty and work relations. We were really at a point maybe where we couldn't finish the film.
Just get us upriver.
Jeff, on the bow. Stand by, please.
Trouble, and I had no one to turn to. I had no producer, I had no big brother, I didn't have a boss. I was the boss. I had gotten my wish. I was the total power of this thing. I finally reached a point where I would stop trying and I would go to bed thinking, it's over for me. I can't do it. And then at one point, at the lowest point in the film, I woke up the next morning and I realized it didn't matter. It's like the guy who says, I don't have to go to work. I don't need a new car. I don't need to be a big deal in my career, you know. It's not important anyway. There are more beautiful and more important things in life than that. So I started realizing I can make this into a personal film. I can really follow my own instincts, irregardless. Since I'm already washed up, I'll be washed up and at least make the movie that I believe in.
There's something happening out here, man.
The film became so personal that Coppola said he became like the central characters.
You know something,
one on a
man,
journey, the other deep in the jungle,
right,
mad with the horror of war.
Man is clear in his mind, but his soul is mad. Oh, yeah. He's dying, I think. He hates all this. He hates it.
But of course, much more was at stake for Francis Coppola
The
than
man's,
making the movie he wanted to make.
Before the film was released, a lot of people said, Coppola is a loser. It's all over. The film is a loser.
I was the dark horse, and I didn't have a lot of help from certain establishment aspects that, you know, had no reason to wish me well. And very naively, I thought that the film would just go, you know, kind of very smoothly. We'd be done, and the film would be a great success, and then we'd go and we'd start the MGM of the future.
In order to break even, Apocalypse Now must gross $70 million. Only beyond that will Coppola make enough to launch his own studio. So far, the movie has grossed $33 million in the US and Canada alone, and is a smash in Europe. Break even seems assured. But making the movie was not your ordinary Hollywood business venture. It's been 10 years since Coppola first read a script for a movie about the Vietnam War.
Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. Just go by like you're fighting. Like you're fighting. Don't look at the camera. It's the television. Just go through. Go through. Just go by. Keep on going. Don't look. Go on through. Keep going. Don't look at the camera. Go on. Keep going. All right. Come on.
My intention was that I really do see Apocalypse Now as a film about rebirth. It was my hope that if audiences would look at the film, experience the film, make it sort of personal, make it their own, then they could kind of digest it and kind of rise above it. I'm a very optimistic person, and I believe that our future, not only of this country but of the world, is very exciting. Only though if we can let certain things of the past go, and that we can let what must die, die, in order to let what must come alive be born. And in a sense, Apocalypse was my small contribution to that way of thinking.
Well, the last word has not been spoken about Apocalypse Now. But I think we can say there's no doubt that Francis Ford Coppola has put forth a very strenuous statement about his vision of Vietnam and what it meant. 2020 continues in a moment.